Amen. Be'ezrat Hashem, Mazliach, we're continuing in the limud of Shulchan Aruch. We're going to start a new siman today. Reish Nu. Today is the first day of the month of Tevet already, Rosh Chodesh, which is the fourth day, Wednesday, the fourth day of the week of Parashat Shabbat Vayigash. So we're continuing in Halachot Shabbat. We said yesterday, if you remember, Reish Mem Chet, I believe, what preparations for, the previous one, Reish Mem Tet, 249, what things that you're preparing for, that you're not allowed to do on Friday, or you're allowed to do to prepare for Shabbat. So now we're going to discuss Achanat Asudot LeShabbat. Preparation, obviously on Friday, that you're going to be doing in order to have that element of eating on Shabbat, which is Karata LaShabbat Onu, which is actually mitzvah that is actually mentioned. That it's part of the Karata LaShabbat Onu. You should make Shabbat a pleasure. So obviously, Su'udah is the best element of making pleasure. You're going to ask me that the last thing we ended over here, if you remember, Ta'anit Chalom, right? Ta'anit Chalom on Friday, the whole day of the finish it. So where in Shabbat you must do Ta'anit Chalom, meaning a person had a terrible nightmare on Friday night into Shabbat, which nightmare, according to Jewish Torah, there are certain elements that represent death. Not somebody saw a dragon or somebody coming and killing him. Somebody coming and killing you, that's not a representation of death.
What is it?
Okay, I don't want to say now because I don't want people to start thinking about it. There are certain dreams that actually indicate death coming. And if a person has those kind of dreams...
Dog bite your feet?
No. Okay, one second. Let's not go into it. Whatever they are, you go to a Chacham and the person knows about it. But again, as a person has a dream, just, he dreamt that his father died and his father is dead already 25 years. What are you dreaming? What kind of dream is this? That's not
You're
a nightmare.
falling.
What?
Falling.
So a person is falling. Falling is there's a different interpretation, but it's not a nightmare. We're talking about where there is a sakana, where a person is in sakana, mamash.
Sees blood.
Again, that's I'm not gonna say. I'm not here to interpret dreams. When you want to come to see me private, people talk about it. Okay, but it has to be a dream that is according to Chachamim is dangerous for a person, right? So now he takes in his sorrow. He's very sad. Again, today, but why am I saying this? Because today, every little thing you see in the dream is a nightmare to you, and that's it. You want to do Ta'anit Chalom. It's not so pashut. Ta'anit Chalom, in order, because remember, to do Ta'anit, you must present the day before. You have to do Achana and the whole thing.
I heard it's a certain time also during the morning.
Right.
Early,
Okay. So that all those things have to be implemented by asking a Chacham. A person is not allowed to make decisions on their own, especially like this, because it says clearly, "V'karata LaShabbat Oneg." You can't just do whatever you want. Oh, I had a bad dream. Now let me make it Ta'anit Chalom. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay. So if there is such an element, so you're allowed to. That's part of Ta'anug. That's what I'm trying to say. That the person who does Ta'anit Chalom and he's now is actually satisfied. He's having a pleasure by fasting. That's why it's allowed on Shabbat. Because that's his pleasure right now, not eating. Not allowed to eat on Shabbat, fast on Shabbat. Mm-hmm. But him taking...
It's a danger because you open the door to people and said, oh, for me, pleasure Shabbat is go to the swimming pool.
Okay, I didn't say that. Why?
You said
what are you saying? No, for him, again, you have to have a pleasure within the halakha. If the halakha said we don't care about your pleasure of fasting, you're not allowed to fast, you're not allowed to. But since the halakha, Chachamim say, they came to you and they said, he's like right now, there's a mitzvah to eat fish on all three su'udot. People don't know that, I don't know why. But let's say, some people say, I think that it's only on one, it's only Friday night. No, it's a mitzvah, an element to eat fish every su'udah on Shabbat.
2 nights fish?
However, yeah, but the person can handle fish. So you should not eat fish. That's what halakha says. If you can't handle fish, then you're allowed to, go a different element. Don't eat fish, no problem. Halakha says you must eat kazait of matzah. What do you mean? The guy is gonna die. He's gonna choke. His body can't handle dry food. What are you talking about eating matzah? So okay, Chachamim say no problem. Go and dip it into soup when you eat it. It's not the best thing. You're not supposed to dip your matzah into anything when you eat on Pesach time.
But that's the only way you're gonna eat it.
Good. So then other way around. Halacha says that he has to eat 28 grams, right? Kazai. And he could only eat healthy. The doctor says if you eat under 20 grams, you're in a safe state. Okay, it's not going to have big impact on you. Because remember, people with carbohydrates, inflammation in the body, people have neuropathy, all this, a lot of tzarot person has. So now, go to halacha, you eat the smallest kazait that's allowed, so 18 grams. Or some even says, don't even eat 18 grams. What's the size of 18 grams of matzah? You could eat that size with a thinner matzah. You know, which you less of bread you put in. So there's a lot of allowances, as long as it's on halacha. If the halacha says that you cannot take a swim on Shabbat, but it's by pleasure, or anything, any pleasure, the halacha gives you agdara, you can't have X, Y, and Z. Okay? So then we don't care. You can't learn from one to the next. Here, we're saying specifically that Shabbat onik, and we just end it off, Siman 249, where it says there is such a thing as doing ta'anit chalom. Even though a person does ta'anit chalom on Shabbat, it's his ta'anuk. It's his onik. Shabbat onik. That's his onik. So what do you want to do? Right now, he's going to relax. He's in a state of fright. He had a dream that somebody's going to die, and real dream, not that he saw in the dream somebody dying. Seeing somebody dying in the dream doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. I don't
Okay?
dream 20 years.
A person is dreaming of somebody dying in his dream, don't mean nothing. Doesn't mean according to Torah that the person will die. It actually means very simple that the avirot, which is a representative of this person, are being erased out of memory. Meaning Hashem is actually taking away all the sins of this person.
זה שחלמת עליו או זה שחולם?
זה שחלמת עליו. So you have to actually be, now you have to respect him more. You see a person in the dream that he's dying. What is he dying? What do you mean he's dying? So Hashem is telling you, his ma'ud, his this evilness that he has is erased. Even if he's a big tzaddik and you see a tzaddik dying, that means he has something that Hashem doesn't like in him and it's erased. Halas, if Hashem wants you to, and it's only relating how Hashem wants you to treat him now. It's all about you. Remember, everything is about this world is about me. Everything aroused. I have to understand that everything is a message for me. Now, somebody tells me they're dreaming about a person. What is the dream about? And it's maybe Hashem is telling you that maybe you're misjudging that person. Most probably that's the reason why you're dreaming about another person. Hashem was telling you don't misjudge that person. He's even it's so elevated in Hashem's eyes, you're misjudging him. Why are you doing that? Okay? So again, many dreams have a lot of meanings. Everything has a meaning, obviously.
Come, go see your local rabbi.
See your local rabbi. Let's go. Moshe, please start number Aleph and Siman 250. Oh, by the way, there's only 2 halachot here, so let's do it.
Where are we?
Yashkim Baboker, Aleph, number 1.
This is small.
Yeah, you understand why I'm not reading with the glasses, I cannot see.
ביום שישי להכין צורכי שבת.
Tzorchei Shabbat. So now, tzorchei, not tzorchei.
צורכי.
It's a komatz with the O. Tzorchei, yeah. The needs of Shabbat. A person should arise early in the morning on Shabbat, on Friday, Shishi, on the 6th day of the week, and start preparing his whole avana, his whole mindset is what? To think about?
שבת.
To think about preparing for Shabbat.
ואפילו יש לו כמה עבדים לשמשו, ישתדל להכין בעצמו שום דבר לצורכי שבת כדי לכבדו.
And even if a person has numerous slaves, what I mean is numerous slaves, he never touched a napkin to wipe his nose.
He
Okay?
still has to get up and start.
Still, he has to get up and prepare something for Shabbat. Imagine such a person. You have a Paro. Paro never went to the bathroom, right? It had to be cleaned.
That's what I'm trying to do now, Rabbi. It's not working.
You didn't install the bidet?
Huh?
You didn't install the bidet?
I did what?
I installed the bidet yet.
What's that?
You said you're trying not to touch yourself cleaning with water. You spray yourself with water with it, it wiggles.
Even that they didn't do?
Of course.
Wow.
Paro was pampered like a baby.
Wow.
He was clean.
I would
He
be
was
embarrassed
clean.
somebody touching me there.
What do you mean? That's his pleasure. And Gemara says over there in Masechta Sotah, he would look at the most ugliest woman in the day, and he wanted to sleep with them. Who is
Yeah, but
that?
then you got a problem.
Who was that? The most ugliest woman in the world? Yes. You won't guess. Miriam.
She was ugly?
The most ugliest woman in the world.
No.
She was the most scariest person. You look at it, you get scared like I don't know what. And who did she have? David HaMelech coming from her.
Miriam?
בטח. שושלת of David HaMelech. It was all
מרים
down to
אחות
Shemayim.
משה.
Yes.
Didn't David HaMelech come from Ruth?
Yeah, but שלשלת.
Yeah,
יהודה,
descendants.
yeah.
רות באה ממרים, דוד המלך בא מרות.
Why? Because Caleb was sleeping with Miriam not for the beauty, to bring the children of Malchut, the kingdom.
כלב בן יפונה.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was only to do the mitzvah.
The mitzvah. The Gemara praises him for that, the whole thing over there.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay?
So
Paro wanted to sleep with her.
Then Paro took a lot of pleasure from this world, so he won't have the Olam Haba.
That's right. So you think he cared about somebody's wiping him over there or whatever?
So basically, what we're saying right now, Rabbi, every pleasure we take in this world, we take off our schut in the Olam Haba.
I didn't say that. You're saying that, but
I'm asking
it's brought
you.
down. But I don't know why you're asking, but let's say, what's the connection here? We're saying,
Okay.
person has avadim to clean his nose.
Beautiful.
You know what I meant when I said
Yeah,
nose,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And yet, still he has to go and do something for Shabbat. Ki Rav,
הרב חיסדה היה מחתר, היה רק דקדק.
Dak. Rav Chazda, this is the rabbi that actually Gemara mentions. As we said earlier, every father is obligated to teach his daughter with anything to do with intercourse with the husband, not the wife. Chas v'shalom. Wives are prohibited to teach their children, their daughters, what to do with their husbands.
That's
The
before they get
husband,
married
so,
then?
yes,
Before they
right
get
before they get married, because you're not allowed to teach your daughter anything about intercourse before. And that's the unfortunate situation today.
Can you say Bezrat Hashem that you
I
get married?
hear in Beis Yaakov's today they teach about girls that there is, Rachel. When my daughter came, I was so upset. Rachel and Yaakov kissed by the whale. What in the world are you talking
Yeah,
about?
already taken to the love.
A 16-year-old girl has to talk like this in the house, but I'll hear
No
this.
problem, because that's what they want afterwards.
Hashem Merachem. The question is, so I asked the girls are exposed to it anyway already. No. A girl, you don't mention anything about intercourse until the night before she gets married. You tell her exactly the halacha, what needs to be, what's her obligations, and bye-bye. That's it. Okay? First, the 2 weeks before, which again, I believe it's a big mistake. Women teach women the 2 weeks before, Hilchot Nida and all this halachot about how to be with their husbands and what's allowed, what's not allowed. And they call it rebbetzins. No, it's a man's job. And who is that? It's the father. The father. Today, unfortunately, because the fathers are all amarats and bunch of crooks, they don't know halacha, they don't care about halacha even. Go to a Rav, learn halacha, what you need to tell your daughter, and every time the daughter is about to get married, you go teach her the halacha. Finished. Hilchot Nida, the father, no problem, there should be a class. If there's no class, the father has to teach all these things.
אז איפה תורת אימך? מוסר אביך תורת אימך.
That's right, that's the Torah. Torah is woman behaving.
מוסר, יכול להיות שזה שייך למוסר.
Oh, no, it's not שייך למוסר, it's behavior. A woman has to have certain way of the way that she follows, that she subdues herself. We already said earlier, a woman has to lower her head and allow her husband's guidance to guide the family. If she doesn't,
a good person.
If she doesn't, she's destroying the world. And if she comes to a girl and tells her how to behave in the bedroom with her husband, the worst thing in the world. Worst thing. Today we have most divorces because of that.
Today it's a little bit complicated with the goyim. They will
I don't care about
charge you with
nothing to charge. What to charge?
Pedophilia and all of that.
What pedophilia? I'm talking to my 18-year-old daughter what to do in the bedroom. What's the big deal? What's pedophilia? Don't start me with that. The whole pedophilia is corruption. The whole pedophilia is corruption. Though you know who talks about pedophilia? Whoever does pedophilia. Okay, according to halacha, the Kohen Gadol would not marry a girl over 12 years old. So what's the problem? What's the issue here? I don't understand. This menuvalim that
We're living in a generation, Rabbi, today that's sad.
The whole day. How many children in America are kidnapped every year? You know, for pedophilia.
Really?
Yeah, this is the country that's supposed to protect. Yeah, right. Yeah, they'll put a Jew behind bars because he married a 13-year-old girl. Okay, that's illegal. But 400,000 children, and girls, and boys are being raped and kidnapped and sold in the market, and nobody's been talking about it. That's okay. No, it's not okay, Rabbi. We were talking about it. Yeah, only ones that are found out. If they're witnesses, somebody's been kidnapped, they make a big spiel about it. The girl was returned. And how many did you hear that's not
Returned?
How many
Not
you
even-
hear that they returned?
not
20
even
years
heard.
after?
400,000 kids are being kidnapped every year in America.
Wow.
Okay, that's according to their numbers. According to quote unquote, what do you call it? Theories? No, the theories. What do they call them? Conspiracy theories. Over 800,000 every year in America.
Because conspiracy forever will take number from the government and double it or triple it.
Not true. Conspiracy will tell you the truth, and the government will come and prove and admit to half. Whatever conspiracy says, it's half always by the government. Why? Because they have to admit it already. Now the cat is out of the cat is out of the bag. So
Continue, Rabbi,
okay, the Rabbi now. So now says Rab Chizda. By the way, Rab Chizda says that what did he do? The Gemara says he would make a salad, nice salad for Shabbat. Rab Chizda was a gaon,
So you prepare something for
so
Shabbat.
prepare Shabbat for Shabbat. ורבא
ורב יוסף היו מבקעים עצים.
Now what would they do? Rabbi and Rabbi Yosef, they would chop wood, warm up food, to prepare food for Shabbat. This is what they would do on Friday.
Wood stove in the back.
ורבי זרע היה מדליק האש.
Rabbi Zera would make sure that there is fire in the house to cook. It will be easier for the families.
ורב נחמן היה מתקן הבית ומכניס כלים הצריכים לשבת ומפנה חדר החול.
So Rab Nachman would be like a housewife, right? They can clear out the house, replace, put on the shelves the dishes of Shabbat, like the dishes we have for Pesach. He would do that every day. There would be dishes. Imagine yourself, Rab Nachman had 25 kids.
Wow.
Okay, to eat, to feed 25 kids, what do you need to do? You can't have Shabbos,
שתי פרות כל יום
Shabbos
שישי
dishes.
אתה צריך.
No, you can't have Shabbos dishes in the shelves because it will be used. So what they do, they would hide the Shabbos dishes, take out the regular day, the weekday dishes. So the whole house would be set for weekday. Then come Shabbat, put away the weekday, and take out all the Shabbat dishes. That's for pleasure of Shabbat and clean up. That was
That's
the
beautiful.
job.
25 children.
At least 25 children, at least not more. Okay, let's go continue. Mehem
ומהם ילמוד
kol adam.
כל אדם.
So every person in my house, what do? I prepare the menorah, Hanukkah,
And I bring the plata.
Shabbos licht. Yeah, I don't know all those things.
I do the plata.
You go too far already for me.
No, I just do the plata and I do the lighting of the.
I just light the candle. I don't do the lighting. I put.
No, not the lighting.
Yeah, I
prepare
prepare the
menorah.
oil. I prepare the
That's it,
the wicks,
yeah.
and
I put a bit of water, oil, the twigs.
yeah.
That's my avodah.
That's my job. I do. You know when I prepare the oil. I prepare the oil most of the times. Motzei Shabbat.
Motzei Shabbat.
Motzei Shabbat. We prepare already for next week and chalas. And then I prepare just make sure that there's the wicks outside and the woman. Sometimes I put them. Sometimes if you put the wicks too early, they get sucked in.
That's it.
So I put it like 2-3 hours before. If I have a chance, if not, it's right there. They put it in and light it.
ולא יאמר לא אפגום כבודי.
And the person should not say, this is beneath my honor. Anything, you must do something for Shabbat. כי זהו
כי זהו
כבודו שמכבד השבת. This is the honor of Shabbat. Whatever it is, diminish your honor for the honor of Shabbat. Let's just finish רמה.
רמה?
ככה אני עושה כל
יש
זה.
רמה? רמה?
יש. ויש להשחיז.
ויש להכשיר את זה?
להשחיז.
להשחיז.
This is what you do also, I'm sure, in your house. הסכין בערב שבת.
הסכין בערב שבת.
Some people have this custom every Friday. For the women, it will be easier to them to cook. They sharpen the knives. I don't do it every Shabbos, but
No, I don't.
They force me, and I have to do it sometimes. But because of my hand, I'm very dangerous, very scared. I'm gonna cut myself. But I used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Sharpen the knives, of course.
You can sharpen knife on any
Stone.
ceramic cup.
Yeah, but
You take ceramic cup, the coffee, then you drink.
Yeah.
On the bottom of it,
I remember my father used to do that. My mother used to do that, not my father. That's what my father do.
because the ceramic have
But I don't
a
need it. What would I mean? Our knives
Ceramic.
are pretty sharp. I mean,
ceramic have a glass inside.
No.
this one is ceramic. No, see the white one there?
Yeah.
That's my cup. I'm gonna use
כי
it.
זהו מכבוד השבת. נו, continue, כי זהו.
כי זהו מכבוד השבת שמכין עצמו לאכילה.
This is the Shabbat of preparing yourself for a meal. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Adonai Eloheinu Amen. Whoever needs to make
A
parnasa.
little bit water.
No, I tell you why people don't use this. The ceramic, this cups today could cost $10,000. The ancient ones. You know that, right? Yom Tov.
If this costs 10,000 Rabbi.
You could find a
What are
copy.
you talking about? I see a movie, somebody
I know,
in London.
I know, but not
in
that
London,
one.
he bought a ball, Chinese ball, like this. He paid £1. £1.
In the beginning.
2 million.
They sold for $2 million.
Pounds.
No.
It's from the 1700s.
Yeah, okay, so today that's why nobody's doing shuf on the sarang.
Exactly.
They don't want to ruin
You
it.
never know what it's worth.
Baruch Adonai Olam, amen, amen, baruch Hashem. Whoever needs to make parnasa, go make parnasa, benacham, b'shuvah, b'simcha, u'b'tuv levav, without any problems, without any,
Amen.
all good things.
No, but ceramic